What the fuck? Now that's working? I'm so stupid. I forgot to turn off the YouTube side. Oh my god, my audio sounds awful. Hold on, let me fix this for everybody. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. How does our audio sound now?
I hope it's crisp.
We just deafened our entire audience.
Oh, good heavens.
We're testing audio beta features. Just hopefully this will make things easier, but it might be different than normal.
Can you guys?
If
can you
you've been
guys
shell
hear?
shocked, we apologize.
Yeah. Can you guys hear? Connor, Wolf, and Gold. Gold.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing. Aw, chat slows down now.
Yeah.
It's okay. Low latency. We hear you a bit too loud, Kyle's. Okay, perfect. I can fix that. How about that? Finally we have that issue.
All right. Yeah, we're all here now. Seems like the audio's getting better.
Better. Test.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here today. How about all of you?
Yes, episode
so
2.
hyped.
Episode 2. Finally.
Finally, we're at new content.
Some good fucking food.
Oh yeah,
we've
for you
been-
guys, you've already saw.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're the
I've been
assholes.
marinating on episode 1 for a while now.
Yeah, that's
Proof
true.
wants to
Jeez.
have babies with this episode. That sounds
What?
on par. This man's has been caught on wild
What kicked this
re-zero
episode?
takes multiple times on Twitter this past week.
You mean our legendary proof space featured on not
Oh,
Screen
yeah.
Rant, but a different article?
Oh,
I
that
did see
part
that.
too. That part too. That was really cool.
That was very, very funny.
How is everyone at home doing today? Who's seen the episode so far? Who's going to be watching it blind with us for the first time?
Raise your hand if you've seen the episode.
I'm raising my hands. Wait,
Wait.
why am I raising my hands?
Yeah,
Hold
why are
on.
you raising your hand? You're supposed to not have seen it. What the fuck?
You know, I've been there. I'm Subaru. Wink.
We're
wink.
all one.
3 times, says Louis Dev.
3.
3 times.
God damn.
Why
I
not
mean-
make it a 4th, huh?
Hey, well, right now.
Yeah, this will be 4th. 7 times
7
from
times.
Proof,
Holy.
twice from a few people.
Damn.
Nice.
I'm excited. Yay.
I'm so hyped.
Should we go through our process with a live reaction for them? I mean, I'm new to reactions, so I don't know. You guys are probably used to this shit by now, but should we do a little breakdown?
Yes,
Yeah.
so we are going to be doing live blind reactions to the episode and those going forward, as long as this still works out for all of us. But obviously, because we're not breaking the law or pausing every 2 seconds like an expert psychologist, we can't just show the episode on screen. So what we're going to have is the subtitles and the bottom frame, or the bottom like 2 inches of the frame will be on screen, as well as a timer that should tell you about where we're at. Getting it nailed down to the precise millisecond is something that I'll have to code up in the coming weeks. But until
Yay.
then, the subtitles should do the best we can to keep it in track. But if you want to hear any audio, you're going to need your own copy. When we're counting down for ourselves to be synced up, you'll just click play on go.
Yep.
So Kyle's will say 3, 2, 1, go, and we'll all go from there.
Yep. Thank you for explaining that. You explained that way better than I would have. I have no brain today.
I like reaction channels for
Oh.
content. It's fun. Oh, I just
Bye,
got
Connor.
these- Oh no.
We had the wrong model. It's not.
Oh no.
Hips can't lie, Julius.
Hmm.
Uh-oh, do you need me to let you back in?
Perhaps Steam is throwing a problem here, actually.
Oh, you fuck. Water heater broke today. I had a nosebleed. My allergies flaring up, but ReZero made it all better. I'm so glad. Emanon. Wait, is it Emanon? Emanon? I've never been able to say your name right. I'm glad you're happy, though. Pandora acting. Wait. Pandora acting up? Is that what you're getting at? What the fuck? It's your name backwards. Oh! Non.
Head empty.
No name.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. Oh.
Oh my god, Emilia.
Oh my god, head empty, full of chest.
Boom! That's what this season's all about. No, Amelia has a brain. I just have 0 brain cells.
Have you guys seen that meme?
Which one?
It's just head empty, full of chest, and it's just Amelia. A picture of Amelia.
Hey, pal!
Alright, am I back?
Wow.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Pal.
He's
You haven't called me that
respawned.
since I first joined.
What? I said pow. Pow.
Oh,
I used to call you
pow.
that, yeah. Yeah, I got very confused with your name at first. I get confused with a lot of names. If that wasn't clear a few minutes ago.
It's good to see everyone. We excited for the episode.
we
Loved it so far.
Hey, Danataz, no, you're just on time.
I hope you're all having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. I'm not looking at chat. Connor has banned me because the last time I was in a chat for an episode reaction,
We got
I
an
got
Arc
spoiled.
9 spoiler, so he's not allowed to see anything right now.
Wow.
I request those of you who do have the mod wrench, if you could keep an eye on chat while we're watching, that'd be lovely. I can't control it either while we're watching, so we appreciate
You're all our
it.
warriors.
Mm-hmm.
You're our guards, our medieval guards, and we're the
Whoa.
king.
I've never modded Gojo. Let's fix that. I meant to do that forever ago. Hi Gojo. Hi Andre. Hello Greenie. Hello everyone as well.
Donataz, for the sake of this stream, anything that has not been shown on the anime is considered a spoiler, so we're going to try and keep that cleared. Later on, we'll do a spoiler discussion for Arc 5, maybe some Arc 6 stuff, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly everything past Arc 6 is, like, no discussing that in the chat.
Yeah.
Golden Wolf are still finishing 7, I'm still finishing 8.
Season 1 and 2 are okay. They're fair game at this point. That's it.
Yeah, some would say that season 1, 2 come before season 3.
Mm-hmm.
You would think. You would think. Fuck you.
But content from this episode we'll discuss during our Arc 5 spoiler stuff.
We. And if you want to catch up with the chapter, we actually we recorded this in the web novel readings. I think this should be chapters like 23 to 27 for this episode. Just about.
Just about.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna make a whole comprehensive list in a few days when I go through everything again, so we'll have that up soon.
So if
Also,
you
it's
can't
worth
wait
keeping
week by week, we've got what you're looking for.
It is worth keeping in mind that this is adapting the light novel versus the web
Yes.
novel, which our recordings are. And there are already a few changes. Like PTSD Elsa is not in the web novel.
No,
No.
not at all.
Is she in the
That's
light novel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Although according to Tape, the visual medium for Elsa appearing in Garfield's brain was done better than the text could provide.
wow.
From the man himself. His whole Twitter
Yeah.
thread for episode 1, so good to read. A lot of really interesting and fun points that he
I
brought
bet
up.
he's glazing it at a lot of points, eh?
Mhm.
He
The
must
thing that
he must
made
be very proud of the staff.
Oh, absolutely. He seems thrilled. But part that thrilled me the most from that was when he gets to the point in the episode where Wilhelm shows up, he mentions that everyone at Anime Expo reportedly cheered the loudest for Wilhelm's entrance.
Oh yeah!
Wait.
We can verify that.
Was he there for that, or did they fill him in?
You probably heard
They
from the
filled him in.
grapevine. Yeah.
We sure did.
Or maybe he was in the crowd hiding amongst all of you.
Somewhere in the crowd.
That doesn't
If
sound like a very
Yusuke could
Tape
hide
thing
just
to
by
do.
changing shirts, I'm sure Tape could hide super easily.
Well, no, I'm sure he could hide, but he seems like a very private person. He tries to avoid that sort of stuff, to my knowledge.
I sent everything flying. Hold on. Just
I
gonna
mean,
set-
Tapei isn't even his real name.
That is true. All right, everybody, you ready with your Crunchy Rolls or other sites that I'm not allowed to talk about?
Legal downloads.
Legal downloads.
Your
Legal
copies.
sites. Your copies of episode 2.
I'm
gentlemen?
so ready.
All right. Shall we start the countdown momentarily?
Yeah.
Yes.
We. All right, I have my timer up. I have the episode up. All right, count of 3. When I say go, we press play. Ready?
Ready.
Also, be ready to restart if something glitches with the playback we have for the video.
Yes.
Yes. All right, ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh my god. Oh, this camera angle. Oh, fuck.
Group says we have it frame perfect, so we should be set.
Yay! I'm a mastermind.
Oh, this is the perfect track for this.
This is exactly how I imagined this looking. This is crazy.
Beatrice is sus.
Sus. Cue Betty sus.
They're doing this scene such justice.
Mm-hmm.
The wrinkles on his eyes.
Oh, he looks so tired.
Bye-bye.
Oh, here's the OP! Finally!
I
This
mean,
is honestly what I was more excited for than the episode
They
itself.
even used the text again. Yes.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow!
Oh, I really like this.
More thumbnails? Let's go. That's where that image is from. Holy moly.
Ooh, Satella frame.
That was awesome. Oh my
Oh.
god, they're showing flashes from season 2.
It's everything Puck was looking at.
Oh.
To watch Aricia!
Ooh, yeah.
Oh!
Oh,
Okay,
shit!
Okay, we're just gonna show
Oh
that?
my god!
Spoilers.
Whoa, okay! Okay,
Oh,
just
Damn that.
spoilers?
I'm so glad that I
Oh.
can finally watch an OP without worrying about spoilers.
Yeah, me too.
Oh!
Oh, they do. Oh, shit.
Oh, I mean, this is
Oh,
episode and next
damn.
episode, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Oh
Wow.
man, that was
Holy
That
so
was
good.
that's
awesome.
like my top 1 OP now. Oh. Oh,
Were you
poor
big
Les
Emilia
Bell.
again?
Whip in hand.
Tina.
Uh-oh. Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember that
mommy!
happening.
Holy.
Oh!
Trailer shot.
Yep.
Oh my
Oh!
god.
So
Oh my god,
fast
his
this
my
time.
God.
fingers! Ah!
I see why there was the TV 16 rating on the episode.
I'd still let her crush me.
Oh, would you now? Holy
Holy
moly.
fuck.
Spoilers for the season were in the OP. Yes, there were quite a few.
Oh my
Oh my god, that is a
God.
terrifying shot.
Oh no! It's
Nope.
It's the geese
Case's
moment.
wife is for real.
Ooh.
He did the same thing to Subaru in season 1.
Ooh. They're in love.
The direction is so good for this scene. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Yeah, fair.
Liliana, fuck off. Fuck off.
You can't
What?
just headbutt people out of nowhere.
Roasted from Betty.
Oh my god. Okay, so now we know why we're getting struck with all these fucking soundtracks.
Mm-hmm. For those of you at home, the first OP in episode 1 and this one were two that our random readings were getting hit on for these exact tracks.
These every single time.
They're doing a very good job with the pacing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this I didn't know how they do it, but Jesus.
They're replicating how tense it is in the novels and how quick it is by making it very quick in the visual way. It's going great.
Reading this took forever.
I like that Ratchins and presumably everyone else in the Felt camp talks about Reinhardt the same way that she does.
Subaru's got some credibility, someone's got to listen to him.
What type of magic is that?
That would be
Like a
fire magic?
Like a flare?
Yeah,
I guess so.
basically.
Oh, this one too! This track too!
Jeez, that's high pitched. Another new track sounds so good.
Clap, 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 clap,
Claps in
clap,
chat.
clap, 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 clap. Watashi wa.
Serious Romani Conti.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
He's here!
Like how everyone-
Jesus,
Jesus.
Kun!
Jesus arrives!
I like that everyone, when they sense Reinhardt, their eyes get small.
I didn't even notice that.
Fixed with a
Just
hand touch.
touching him fixes the authority.
Magic touch.
Gojo's Mr. Nah, I'd win. For real. This is like our first proper time to see him fight in the anime.
That's true.
Because he was playing around with Elsa in season 1. It wasn't serious.
It wasn't even... No, it wasn't serious. She's right here.
We don't even see much with the Flash with Puck either.
Both cases are only a single swing of the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Subaru's eyes looked a bit funky there.
Oh! Oh, man.
Oh my god, the sound!
Wow. What a good person. Oh!
Jeez.
That transition was clean. Ugh. Ugh.
The crab.
Oh, every vertebrae. That was rough.
It's like she's not even a complete body inside the wraps. It's just
Yeah.
that's what's keeping her together. Oh, that's a interesting foreshadowing.
Ooh. High school fight pit.
Oh.
Oh.
That's so close.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh
Sick.
my god, that was...
Wait, was that Reinhardt that fell?
That fell down? No, it was the
No.
other half of Subaru.
Oh.
What the fuck, Liliana?
See? She's fucking crazy.
I don't think she recognizes that Beatrice is actually young, quote unquote.
It's really sad to see how much better Subaru has gotten at quickly getting back on his feet after he's died.
Fuck.
This is also, I mean, it's not like he's had practice. This is like his shortest loops. He doesn't have time.
No, he can't rush. I mean, he has to rush, sorry. Brain.
I like that change of look on Priscilla.
Mm-hmm.
Betty
Aw.
Love. She's the best.
Why do we have to see that again? I can't do eye shit, please.
Mana drawn from the atmosphere.
Oh, they're finally explaining this in the anime.
Yeah,
That's an
they
easy
don't
way
need to
to do
explain
it.
it twice.
Oh no, this is just a recap of like episode 4. Emilia told him the same thing a long time ago.
Yeah. Shamak! Yeah!
He loves Shemak.
He's a one-trick pony and he knows his trick well.
The cavalry has arrived.
Brum, brum, brum. This is my Emilia! Wow, this soundtrack! This is definitely a new track. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's referencing Sitting Under the Moonlight though. Or Softly Under the Moonlight.
Ooh, violin. Or cello?
Those strings are beautiful. Oh my god.
Is Emilia the only other person that Beatrice calls by name?
She calls everyone the Emilia camp by name.
Yeah.
I don't. Has she? I thought she's only just said like the boy. I haven't noticed. Oh well.
We'll keep an eye out, I think. Yikes!
No hesitation. Emilia wants that
Emilia's
surprise
so
round, right,
busted.
Bill?
Yeah, I know the feeling.
All the citizens are like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
As if we didn't need more evidence.
Fortuna confirmed! Fortuna confirmed! Blech. She got that dog in her.
Literally.
God, this looks so good.
Oh.
Holy shit.
That's quite the line.
Jesus.
Yeah!
Oh, Sakuga just kicked in.
Dual wielding!
Oh, this looks so good.
And I've got genuine chills. Yes, Albert.
Wow!
Tonfas.
Oh, such a cool visual representation of it.
Ska! Yay! Hey, yo!
Alright, Indiana. I see you.
Help! For Navy.
Every weapon.
Voice of a bell!
Drink.
Shining over here!
Yeah, I mean, they're just directly referencing her here. It's gotta be true.
Holy.
Jeez. Ugh. Oh, shit.
Hi, Tina.
Oh,
No!
Here,
he doesn't even
the
get
biggest
2 episodes
in
with the
the
camp this
universe.
season.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
God, this music is giving me chills.
Dark Souls
This
boss.
Cornelius.
Yep, literally.
Oh.
Oh!
That was amazing.
Seriously, that was so good.
Oh,
The canals
seeing
become
Reinhardt
red.
skip on the water, man. Oh
Oh.
my
Oh,
god.
it's all blood.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Still excited.
Oh.
They're all
Oh.
pushing.
Oh. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Wow. Sorry, the timer did break, everybody.
It was Kino.
It was so peak.
It was so good.
It was so good.
What? That had no right to be as good as that was. That was insane.
Can we go back and look at the opening and ending?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I'm gonna say until we go into the episode.
Okay, yes. Let's see. Also, Wolf, could you check the door to see if our doggy wants in? She left me.
Can do.
Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay. So, I don't need to show it on screen, do I?
Probably not. Well, maybe because we're gonna be talking about certain scenes, but you might just.
I could
Yeah.
freeze it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
if we
freeze
just don't
Just do a
play
screenshot.
it, it should be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Okay, let me put on the TV.
You can do a little bit of frame by frame analysis, as it were.
Wee. Okay, window. That's the right one. Boom. Oh, hey! it's a Dress window. All right, while I pull that up, you guys want the OP or ending first?
Let's do opening.
Let's start with the OP.
Yeah.
Man, that was just so good. We were talking last time about whether we thought we were going to get all the serious loops right away, and I'm really glad we did, because that leaves us in such a good spot for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Like stakes and everything else. Oh man.
They did
Start
that
the
so
arc.
good.
Start the next arc. So how we get there is it right?
Ugh.
Oh, well, that's interesting, Dr. Faust. That's yeah, you're the main like chunk of Arc 5 is like the best part of it. So you're in for a treat going forward. Did ReZero get a new action director? Just a new director overall and a new character designer were confirmed, but a lot of their team moved to Studio Bind, so it wouldn't surprise me if like an action choreographer is new to the team, but it wasn't like big and announced.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like really good stuff there, though.
Welcome
honestly.
back. All right, I cast it to you guys, and I'm casting it on our channel as well in the little
Sounds
TV.
great.
I brought my Hello Kitty TV.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm
Wow.
sure Emilia would love it.
She probably would, honestly.
Yes, okay, so now we're gonna talk about the openings, the endings. We're gonna review it, anime friendly version, and then we'll talk about spoiler friendly stuff. We'll give you guys lots of warning.
Yeah, honestly though, if you're anime only, this is just going to be discussing as she said, the non-spoilery parts of this.
Mhm.
But still, this OP in general does have some spoilers in it. So if you've already seen it and paid any sort of attention, then you're fine. But if you didn't look that closely, just as a heads up.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
showing a lot of this in marketing materials, a lot of stuff here, so it doesn't surprise me per se, but it's interesting to be shown this in this way.
If you pay attention too deeply to this opening, there'll just be stuff that is supposed to be a surprise that won't be for you, which is a shame with anime openings, but it's just a general thing.
It'll still be cool in context, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like with JoJo openings, eh? Like
this top-down shot of Pristella looks really good too.
It does.
It's so nice.
The city looks just so good, man.
See if I can get
You
one.
get the characters.
Watergates, yeah.
The Watergate City of Pristella.
It's interesting how this is like. Can we go back further out? I just want to see if we can see anything else.
There's a couple islands around it in the lake as well.
Yeah. Oh, we even see the mainland.
It really is a circle.
Yeah, this is a huge ass lake. You know, and over north of it is Kararagi, right? And south of it's Lagunica, I'm guessing. In this
I think
shot.
it's east and west.
It'd be east and west, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But it's interesting. I mean, very rarely are there like large bodies of water in ReZero, so this is cool to see.
A rare little
One thing I'm really enjoying is that they've done a very good job of making the city not look like a generic fantasy anime city. Number 7,
100%.
Like it very much stands out, right? Like I think the main problem with the capital of Lagunica is that it looks a bit too generic.
I agree. At
least in season 1. I don't know if they're going to change that as a design going forward.
ReZero is a generic fantasy isekai.
Well, that's also part of the intention for it.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the first volume is meant to seem as generic and standard as possible to trick you into watching it. But like here we get to see Tappei like really start to flex his world building. And though this is like everyone's first fantasy city that they make is a giant circle, it's still really cool that we have all these different layers and we all the canals interconnect and go through everything.
I mean, because it visually tells you like from a strategic position, like say if certain sections of the city were under any threat whatsoever, like how would you visualize that, right? And you can do that with this in your mind's eye.
Yeah, it's also cool how this is like you can tell that the middle of it is like lower down than the rest of it. Like it's a tiered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost like Beatrice said,
almost like
it's built as a trap. Yeah,
trap
it's
in the middle,
terraces going down.
It's Typhon's trap, right?
That's unclear. All Beatrice says is that it's a trap and that they don't remember who it's for.
Yes.
But yeah, this shot's really cool. Okay, next shot we get.
Next shot.
Yeah, we get a group pose of all of them here looking over the city.
And this
And it
comes
does
back
not
at the end.
focus
This
on
is
their
so
hands.
cute.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's.
So-
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that because that's obviously where we leave off season 2. The
Yes.
connection between him and Beatrice is the thing that's really changed the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's Amelia Camp, and they're out looking over the city, and it's a nice shot, like how it's backlit. And oh yeah,
I
this
love
walking.
this.
Yes.
I love these.
It's also because Crush is the head of her camp, and we don't see her head at the starting shot of her here. Like it gives a very pointed view of like it's
They
almost
did
like
the same thing for our camp, though.
They did,
Like they
yeah.
didn't show our heads.
but they're also like walking into this white light. It's kind of feeling of like being lost almost, right? Like
Yeah. Also, there's a distinctive nature to the character designs that they're proud of showing off at this point, because it's like,
Mhm.
you know, they're like, here, you know these characters. We don't have to show their full bodies.
you
know?
could just look at their
This-
shoes and you'll know who they are.
This generic pant leg we know is Wilhelm because of these
My
two
process of elimination. Yeah.
And the sword at his side.
and the
Mhm.
sword.
Which is consistent with how it looks in season 1 too.
Mhm. Oh,
I
yeah.
also
I
love
have to go
these
back, but
these
this is so
colored
cute.
layers here. These are really fun.
I wanna
It's
get the-
showing Wilhelm's emotional turmoil versus Felix, just being like la 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 la
Either
la.
that or he's just fed up with his shenanigans.
Shit,
The
yeah.
profile picture, man.
Oh, I see what happened.
Oh, she looks so amazing.
She looks so good.
Towards her eyes. Yeah.
Cruise 2024 still hold truth.
It's the truth. It is the truth. The one and only.
This
Little-
is just such a suspicious shot. Like,
The smirk is the only thing in frame of her face.
well, it's not the only thing in frame. For those of us who know,
Something
like, what
looks
is
like it's in-
actually in frame in the
Yeah.
middle right now?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
It's Mimi's ears.
It's Mimi's ears.
It was Mimi all along.
I think this is clever though.
Oh, this shot of oh my god, Judy!
gosh.
This is really, really good.
That was my standard pose in cosplay at AX, was just holding the hair back like that.
Look
Ricardo
at
is-
his eyelashes. They all...
Ricardo's just so angry with how the triplets are acting, and Judy's just like,
Good grief is what he's thinking.
Boom. You can't see it on this screen here, but you have Gaston and Ratchkins and Camberley right here in the corner.
Yeah. Too short to be in the shot, Camberley.
He got Mike Wazowski.
Mm-hmm.
We get more of the emblem of the
yes.
festival out there. Cool.
Oh, did I miss a...
It.
There. Oh.
Oh, that's so cool. It's
So
cool that
fast.
even though they're two important members, Reinhard and Felt are still standing apart from each other
Mm-hmm.
in these separate little colored shots here.
Oh yeah, she's still in the. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
These are really dynamic like poses for like all these cutaways. I'm
Yes.
glad
Yeah.
of these are really creative like angles, and like somebody really understands these characters because of how dynamic these expressions are.
It's also, I think it's a really good way of keeping the audience, like, especially like the casual anime watching audience, remembering that all of these characters exist and are part of the story and don't
Yeah.
forget them. Yeah.
Not to mention, you kind of see the groupings early on, so it's a little bit easier to remember. There's little,
Oh, I
little
wonder
Schultz
who's
foot.
there in the top right. I wonder.
This guy, he's so...
Heinkel, who
Imagine
in his
drawing-
recent Twitter post, Tape has said that he likes on the same level as the witch cultists.
That's very, very
Which
funny.
is that's a harsh diss towards
That
my
is
man,
harsh.
Heinkel.
Isn't it
I
also
get it.
really cool that I know it's like pretty standard Lagunican design for the sword, but his sword sheath is like exactly the same as Wilhelm's.
It is. I think it is just standard knight design for the swords because there's a
Oh my god, Priscilla.
Sorry, I tried to stop at Al. It just would not let me.
queen. I think
King,
we
actually?
did we all agree that she's number 2 in our rankings at the end of our
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
poll?
we did. I believe
Okay.
so.
You guys did. Crush is number
Cru-
1 with this. Our sun
Yeah.
princess. Yeah, Andre's fucking
Exactly.
freaking out.
You freaking.
The Sun Princess.
We got this
Look-
really cute shot.
Oh my god, just the city itself, like they've done such a good job of making the architecture look really
Beautifully
stand out.
rendered. I think it's one of the biggest improvements over last season is how good the backgrounds look.
Oh,
my
definitely.
God,
Said
yes.
before. but it's just so fleshed out and dynamic.
One thing I'm also gonna give like a really big positive review of the direction for not only just the visuals for opening, ending, but also like the show as a whole is they've done they've always been good at like emotions for faces, but they've done a really good job of making the shots dynamic for like really intense emotional moments.
Like the funny moments too.
Because
yeah, there's a few of them in the episode that we can talk about too, because there's some really good character acting that they do.
Oh,
this is a
this scene.
Shot.
Oh my god.
I've seen this picture, like the full frame of her face on Twitter, and I was like, wow, this is absolutely gorgeous.
She looks like an actual angel, as she should.
EMG!
And then the two brothers. Yes.
The shot is so cool.
And
it's really good.
It's really cool to see like Garfield, like his annoyed face, because obviously he's going through his own like growing up phase through here, and Garfield being the one that sits down and faces away from Otto, while Otto's kind of like standing sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting a Satella shot at all. By the way, like what?
Yeah.
No. We can't forget about the real most important girl.
Oh.
But it's weird that we're then cutting to this same shadowy place, and Puck's crystal is flashing season 2 at us.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but it's the thing that it's prominently flashing is a important theme for this arc.
Suffering and breaking. Look at those cracks.
The crease.
But do you know how you could view this scene? You could view this as like Emilia and Subaru's protectors watching over them.
Well. Oh, that's true.
Damn.
That's a fair point. Kyle's proof is saying comma and period will make this easier to scroll forward and back.
On the keyboard, yeah.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Oh yeah, it goes frame by frame, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Thank you, proof. I couldn't remember if it was those keys or not.
I knew there was a way to do that, I just did not remember.
Now I can do this.
Frame by frame animation.
Yo, when is Liliana gonna play some heavy metal song? Liliana Screamo when?
Well,
we can use that.
Our new members absolutely fucking hate Wolfiana, and they keep like spamming it in comments. And they're like, "Will this ever change? I want to leave." And I'm like, "Well,
we
no."
knew this would happen when we saw how good Liliana was at AX, and she's only gotten better.
Yeah.
Beforehand, people didn't even care because they were like, "Ah, fuck this character. Who cares?"
Yeah.
And then like nowadays, it's like, "Why would you do this? This cute character."
Like, yeah, she's so fucking cute.
I'm so mad that the anime only is never gonna understand our pain, but it's okay.
Maybe she'll be horribly unbearable in the dub, and then the dub watchers can understand our pain.
Yeah, come on.
Rip on the dub actors, Jesus Christ.
We
Watch, they're still casting. It could be me.
Exactly.
I don't do anything. I barely voice act anymore.
I mean, she is just great so far. She's been so much fun in the season already.
One thing I have noticed specifically about the character designs for the season is they've made a very good job of making the eyes look consistent art-wise.
Yeah.
Liliana's the Witch of Envy, confirmed.
Hey yo! Oh my god, she's taboo all along.
It's all cute till they read the chapters. That's
She's
so real.
annoy Subaru to death.
Oh,
Is that more quad than normal? Like the
it is. So like
Yeah.
normally the hands have no nails on them, so this must be like what's
that's a
like
nice
the
manicure.
hand that grips the heart. Like, is this Satella's hand rather than the one that Subaru and Betelgeuse use?
Yes, that would definitely
She has her nails did. Look at them. Those
that
are
would
perfect
definitely be
almonds.
the hand that invokes the taboo.
Maybe they did it at the tea party after Subaru left in season 2.
Oh, like some little mani-pedi sesh.
Yeah, Minerva's like, sit down, Satella. I'm gonna do your.
Oh, we need to improve those aesthetics. You know, like come on.
We got terrible
not
ratings
gonna-
last year. We need to hit the salon, babe.
You aren't going to win over Subaru when he's competing with Rem and Emilia with that kind of look, okay?
And Julius's eyelashes, man. Come on.
I
For real.
don't think you can beat Julius's eyelashes and the hips. Just the Anastasia camps and their hips are just wild in this season. We need more Frederica.
Oh, this is
Position
such
for
a good
Frederica.
shot. Oh my god.
I love the background again. I mean, it's
Oh,
just
so nice.
so many little details about the pots and the.
I mean,
chests
even in
and the-
episode 1 when we saw them in the mansion with like even like the letter opener on the desk and stuff like that. The background for in this have just been so detail focused and oriented. It's been wonderful. They've done a very good job of making the colors pop as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the orange to blue as well is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, because this is the light of the moon, right? Which we already saw for Rem's scene in the previous episode, but it also is going back to what Reinhard said about never being able to look calmly upon the moon.
Mm-hmm.
There's that, and this was one of the other things that Tappei had mentioned in his Twitter stream for episode 1, which I've never really noticed before. But Subaru has a connection to the moon as well. It's part of his last name, or his family name. Natsuki. Because
really?
Yeah, right. So Suki is like, but Ski, or actually I got that backwards. Ski is like, but Suki is the moon. So it's part of his name too.
Oh yeah, I forget because they combine different characters together for it, right?
Moonstar.
So that makes sense. That is really cool. Okay.
I miss her. I want her back.
Oh.
Give me.
Oh wow.
Ah! They really had to hit us with this.
Raphael is a fucking mood.
Literally, it's fucking so
Did you really make me wear the exact same clothes as my little brother in public? This is humiliating.
Oh my gosh, how dare you!
Taylor outfits are so adorable, though.
They are.
On the topic of the detailed background, the windows have reflections. Look at that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
When you just have to go so hard. We love reflections in this damn show.
They mentioned the staff are very... Oh my god.
Kiritaka!
Of course. I feel so bad for the guy up front whose name I can't mention yet.
Oh, I was just totally about to say it. Thank you for stopping me.
Yeah. We have our guys who met outside of Kiritaka's place.
I really like the design of their coats. It makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
It very much comes to mind of how they're supposed to stand out.
Yeah.
Lucentina.
Oh. Yeah, right.
Huh.
That's who it is. Shit. I was thinking somebody else for a moment. They're so cute. Bzz.
Oh, and then, but then this is the moment where they cut in the
because this is probably them getting captured.
Oh my gosh. Chase, we got to get our lamp on for you. You are tweaking. The webcam can't see you.
Oh, sorry. It's because my face is right on the screen. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's so
I'll
funny.
turn the lamp on.
Rips Chicken says Kiritaka is not helping Tappei with beat his allegations with his obsession over Liliana. Kiritaka is the cause of those allegations, my guy. He is root and center for all of them.
Mama.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, I like all this distortion we're getting.
Yeah, it's man, it's just so strong directionally. I'm so happy.
Ooh.
This is a really good shot here.
Oh my god.
Until
I mean, the families are playing in the pool. Yeah. And then boom.
And then ready.
Oh man, I knowing what these scenes are of, and it's so good. Like,
it is.
Remember this timestamp because I'm pretty sure I know exactly what this is, and I want to bring it back up later.
Everyone in the chat, 48 seconds. I'm gonna forget that.
What will you do with 48 seconds?
Fire.
Interesting. I
don't remember that.
Oh, this is a flashback to.
Yeah, this is a season 2 remnants, because then here's Elsa, or PTSD Elsa.
Yeah.
God, her titties are huge.
PTS double Ds.
Damn.
Haunt me, please.
Haunt me.
Oh my god, we need to make some good memes on that.
Here's our major Metia. It looks like it's almost straight out of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It does. Yeah, it looks like a Disney set.
Or this might actually be Town Hall. This might be Town Hall.
This could be.
Second thought.
Because I'm pretty sure that Metia looks a little different.
Because oh my god, the amount of detail in each frame is insane.
Oh, those are the
the magic crystals.
Stones.
The stones. They're pretty. There she is.
Oh, do
There
you like
she
flowers?
is.
Do you like flowers?
Do you like
I love
flowers?
flowers so much.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
flowers.
No, I fucking
Especially when
hate
they're in a shop
flowers.
with you.
Ooh, ooh. Oh,
Yeah,
That's
here's the
the-
this is the meteor.
that
is
makes
me.
sense. That makes sense.
That's a radio.
This is what I
Yeah.
was expecting.
You can see like the giant organ behind it.
Yeah.
Boom.
The entire shot wrapped in chains as we see our glorious
This is
Archbishop.
such a good shot.
I saw
It is.
somebody on Twitter make a reference to one of the tarot cards that came out with this shot.
I thought that it was familiar. This is like
I mean-
a very
even-
specific
Use
design
one.
with the chains.
Even the line of the light is in the shape of a card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one with Beetlejuice and Fortuna. And Fortuna's on the ground, and Beetlejuice is like, oh, hello. Oh, sorry, our hard drive disconnected for a moment. We're back.
Oh no.
That's okay. Whoop. Thankfully, it was okay.
Oh,
Oh,
look at the reflection.
oh
That's sick.
wow.
Wow.
That was such a good way of doing that. Oh,
Spoilers on screen.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no,
we're really breaking that
Spoilers.
one down for you.
Good.
More.
fact-
more
Oh,
spoilers.
Like,
Wait.
Should we finish
wait.
doing? They
What?
literally show what's gonna fucking. I mean,
Yeah,
like any
But
OP.
this isn't. This is
how
like
does that
actively
work?
not. Okay, this is interesting. Well, we'll go back to this one later.
This is Capella, so that makes sense.
Shush.
This is she who should not be named.
Ugh.
Reg.
And then
Oh, I never noticed behind
Like, with
him.
the wives behind them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of wives. My
That's
wife.
a lot of marriage.
They all look almost the same, except for the hair color changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you're gonna confuse them anyways, you might as well make them all
Yeah,
look
it's
the
got
same.
plastic surgery to make them all look the same.
Oh.
That shot though. We're missing Garth from this Hello Kitty TV and Priscilla. So sorry about that. And we got a good view of Priscilla here. Sorry for being so lewd. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
No, I'm not
I
sorry.
won't apologize. I'm lying.
Quite the nice view from here. Anyways.
This
Regular
squad
season.
is just such a problem. Like, imagine
Squad
this
rules.
specific group coming at you.
Yeah, I like. How do you get out of that scenario, man? Like,
No. Oh, and then we
You
just have
don't, because
and then,
Reinhardt.
and then you
Sorry.
see, yeah, and you see the biggest threat on the left.
And
I
I'm here
love-
too.
I love that this is like a replication of the key art for the season.
hmm
Boom.
Oh my god, they look so good.
Yes.
They look so evil. I love it.
Hello, Garth.
God, I'm psyched for.
Oh
for
my
this.
god,
And
yes.
for this exact thing, I'm very
Yeah,
excited
This
for.
is the specific thing that I cannot wait for.
The line art on Regu.
Oh, never
That's
mind.
Wild.
They've
What?
done a good job of muddying the waters.
Yeah.
Yeet!
Yeet.
Uppercut!
All the anime onlys are gonna be like,
Sure
wait a
you
minute,
can."
wait a minute, wait, just like I was when I read it.
That is the most Garfield thing ever to uppercut a dragon.
Yeah.
He still feels like he's not strong enough. Look
Oh,
at that!
He looks
wow.
so graceful.
Oh.
Oh.
The pirouette of a master swordsman.
Look at that, and so many Naruto runs in here. It's crazy. Hit that frame.
Good.
He moves so fast. That's one
It's a
frame.
cheap- yeah, it's a cheaper animation. If you don't have to animate their arms
Yep.
moving.
That's true. Yeet.
Oh, that
We can
close up.
smooch him. Mwah.
Hello.
And then who's that?
Them
Interesting.
hips. Interesting.
Them hips.
Supple hip.
We got a lot of supple hips, I gotta say, in this
Definitely
season. God
Wrath
bless.
with their hood pulled up.
Yeah.
Dang.
I have to say the choreography for this season has been like insane. Oh,
Thank you for the person who the thing you were talking about, person who got deleted. No, they have not. Technically a little
Mm-mm.
in a story, but not like that.
Name hasn't been dropped.
No. Just me, the asshole who uses that as my VTuber name. That's a crazy shot.
What? That's
I got
you?
lightsabers.
The men.
Wilhelm for a second there looked like he was from a meme
Whoa.
image for a bit.
And this shot from Ricardo, it's really good, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Bro is ripped.
He's got them gains.
He does.
Yeah,
Look at them cheeks.
They're great.
that's a crazy expression. Having fun.
Hey, brother, have you tried protein shakes?
I'm on them anabolic steroids.
This pre-workout's crazy, dog.
Pre-workout, that's
Look
Oh.
at the blade.
Put the sword there.
Wow.
No, yeah, just
Oh,
cut it there.
Actual shockwave coming through.
Yeah. Ooh.
Love the
Our
hairdo.
dazzling
Wow.
greatest night up in the top right.
What's crazy
what?
is both of their hairstyles. That's I've had both of those hairstyles myself.
Dyed red at the chest.
Dyed red at the tips and a nice little braid at the back. Yeah. I've had the same hair. I've copped their style.
Oh,
Smash.
She's gonna slice, not smash. There it is.
it looks so good.
Bing.
They've added so many particle effects.
There he
Oh
is.
my
Then look at
God, he
this.
looks so awesome.
Oh, close area.
I feel like all of the budget went into his eyelashes. Like they're still there. They're still fucking there.
All the budget went to his spirit magic. What do you mean?
I like how they're both like paralleling each other. Like the shots
Yeah.
to the left of her slashing and then him throwing the beam. This is
Look
a
at
such-
her.
And then
God.
Priscilla 1v10ing.
That
This feels like-
moving.
It feels like Priscilla and Reinhardt are playing hack and slash games while everyone else is playing Dark Souls.
For sure.
She
Oh,
just-
what's she doing here?
Oh my God.
That's crazy. Girl just fucking poses at the end. That shot is insane.
That is insane. That's a thumbnail right
All
there.
according to my will.
You all just exploded. All according to plan.
I had TNT prepared in your jackets before this even started.
That's a wild shot.
Oh, those are like horns. That's cool. That's cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Who is she? We don't know yet. We're gonna scroll through. That's crazy. Now that I can see it visually, I understand now.
It also, after reading EX1, makes a little bit more sense why she does this.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I guess we're gonna
Oh.
read that on the podcast soon. God damn.
Nope.
Bye
Big
bye.
snake.
I'm
A
Giant
snake.
This season has done such a good job of capturing how much of a force of nature Reinhardt is, man. Like, it's insane.
His hair even
Well,
goes
that
back
was
to the
new.
right spot. Interesting.
Divine protection of hair staying in place.
I mean, he's got to look like a hero at all times, you know?
Run, run, run. I guess we just saw this scene. That's a crazy run. That
She's,
is dynamic as hell.
Yeah. What is
It really is.
Oh my God, the line work is insane.
The leap there is pretty good.
That was crazy. Yeet.
Oh,
It's interesting that you can see that they're moving the background in
Yeah,
separate frames from the actual character animation.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that.
It's like they have the camera work doing it all, and then they also had a different team animating the actual characters moving within them, and then weave them together. That it's really good.
They probably got inspired because I know they got some help near the end of season 2 from Ufotable, and they're very good at using CGI to
that makes
maneuver
sense.
background. So they may have
Mhm.
gotten some advice on how to do
Yeah,
that. Going
the person who
forward.
directed this opening worked at Ufotable in the past.
Oh, that also makes sense. Yeah.
That's crazy. Her hair.
Oh, just even the light in her eyes, like, oh my God.
Yeet.
And then
Excalibur!
genuinely uses a spell from Elden Ring.
Yes, yes, I know exactly what you mean.
This is the spell I used to beat the final boss in that game.
What if I hit you with my huge ice sword?
It's
I love her little pose here. Like it just
It's so
It doesn't-
cute.
it doesn't feel like it makes much sense, but it's like, yeah.
Well, she's Ice Caliber Gojo. Nice. It's like she's hitting the ground so hard she's going back up from after the swing.
Yeah, it's like a hammer, right?
It's also the thing of like she's in a way, right? Like the way she fights is like a cartoon character. In that she's that strong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So getting to see her like throw away all of these replacement ice weapons and reforge it into a new one, it's just it's great, man.
I also love her little noises she made while she was fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really cute.
Oh, Subaru looking so badass in that last frame. Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
great. They're back to back frames.
They also really like to do making
Oh.
it so that.
That's why.
Like, yeah, you're not doing comments.
Wrong one.
They also like making it so that the characters' hair are more dynamic than before, is what I've noticed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as static when they're moving, which is
Yeah.
helping a lot with the momentum of shots. The way they transition that flash into their transportation is insane. What the hell?
I never. The butterfly. Boom.
Having a nap.
Just having a nice little nap in Regu's arms.
Do you reckon he smells?
Probably.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Could he
yeah, I was
even
about to say.
smell? We'll see.
He can't. Nothing can make him smell.
So this frame in particular is like a mirror of the last keyframe image that they did that shows
Right.
Emilia reaching back down to Subaru
Yes!
and Beatrice,
Mm.
which I imagine that might be how they're ending the part 2 OP of like the second core in February.
Oh.
Yeah, because I guess it will be a separate OP if they're splitting cores, right?
It might be. It's no guarantee, but it could.
They could also just save budget, to be fair.
This part was cool.
The reverse.
I love when they do this in the show, where they just like flash through all of the scenes before.
If there's any opening that is justified in doing the flashback to the start of the opening, it's this one.
It's
Yeah.
also the entire OP.
Yep.
Yeah. But he knows something that someone else doesn't know.
Oh shit! I'm back.
Oh, no,
Welcome,
thanks
Noster.
for
Noster?
thanks for becoming a member.
Welcome
Thank
to
you
the
so
Ocean
much.
Company. Anane? Blink.
Huh? Yeah.
Damn.
He's ready.
Okay, I think that's the end of
He's
it.
not playing around this arc.
Nope.
Fucking around. Oh, are we doing the ED or are we going to talk about
Yes,
the episode?
let's do the ED.
I think
Yes,
we can do the
yeah.
ED afterwards, and then we can go
Okay,
straight into
okay.
spoilers
Yeah.
with it.
That's true, actually.
Good
Yeah.
point. Yep.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Well, the episode, huh?
Yeah.
this visually, this might be one of, if not the best episodes.
Yeah, I was about to
just
say.
with visual and animations.
I'd agree.
People, online have been doing a discourse thing where they're like, "This is almost at season 1 levels." No, I think this is starting to surpass season 1 levels.
I think it's
it's
surpassed.
starting. It whole ass has surpassed season 1. People over-evaluate season 1 so much, in my opinion. Like,
Season
genuinely.
Nostalgia
1
is a fact.
did look really good, but in the Betelgeuse versus Subaru and Julius fight in particular still is like one of the best pieces of animation I've ever seen. But this episode trumps everything else in season 1, aside from
Yes.
that scene.
Yeah, and Hironori Tanaka did a lot of those great animation scenes, and he's a legendary action animator, so no doubt that's why people remember them so much. But a lot of the, as we said before, like direction, character art, like backgrounds were totally inferior to what we're seeing in the past,
agree.
this first episode and now in the second episode as well. And I've heard, tell that this episode wasn't even on a high priority list for like, a lot of animators, a lot of people.
That doesn't
working on it.
surprise me.
Mhm.
So it still looks this great with that, and so like succinct, like smartly edited. It's really really remarkable.
It's definitely a passion project, which is just really nice still to
I
see.
mean, the fact that the staff are just so excited to work on it in general is a really good showing, I think, of how much they care. I mean, the fact even that it's White Fox that's back and again that's doing it is just proof, because the staff members that like remain on the show from the first season and second season are just so passionate for it, and I imagine all the new people are very excited too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw how excited the new character director was
Yes.
in person when she got to see all the cosplayers for it. So everyone is thrilled to be working on this,
Yeah.
and it really shows.
It does. I think the thing that gives me the most just positive vibes and hope for just the entirety of the season is that they're being very consistent with the direction they're taking visually, and it doesn't feel jarring to me.
Yeah, I
No,
agree.
not at all.
Like from a visual standpoint, episode 1 and episode 2 feel a lot more connected than some of the episodes in previous seasons do for me personally.
Yeah,
I know,
wise,
and I know a lot of the time that's because they had a focus of making that specific episode director's style standing out. But I'm really liking that they're trying to keep a consistent vibe. But I imagine they'll change that up for some big moments in the future, which
Yeah.
I don't mind.
This episode was really smooth in its cuts, even in the Return by Death scenes, even
Yes.
in like the the quickness of which they're going through things in transitions. Like they're all like done artistically well, and then it's not like you're missing too much info. Like it kind of pieces you together either visually or even through the writing, like the script that they included in this episode. Is really really smart because I feel like of course they cut a lot of like fluff scenes throughout this, but I think what they did cut still informs you about the scenario perfectly.
Yeah, we're learning all the information we need to, and we're not wasting any time. Like another thing I'm going to praise this episode for is the pacing, because I know like maybe like as an anime only, when you're not expecting it, it's going to feel like very fast. Like, oh my god, like I'm not getting time to breathe. But that's the point, right? Like,
Yeah, this is his shortest loop yet. It's 10 minutes that he's going
it's
back
10
here.
minutes. And they've done such a good job of visually like showing the snap moment after moment. We keep on seeing it. We don't get time to let Subaru breathe and have time to plan because he doesn't have that. He has to make quick and rash decisions.
Yeah, like this episode in particular, the moments that he does loop back feels like the most accurate to how he's experiencing it.
Yes,
where it just does go straight into the next loop. There's no like pause or like chance for him to wake up or letting it sink in that he has looped again. Like particularly 5:33, 34, like when he's coming out of the loop where he gets choked to death by the hanging chains.
Yes,
and is then transitioning in there. It's just immediately into Liliana talking again.
And it's doing such a good job of that because, as you say, it's consistent with how Subaru experiences Return by Death. And I think a lot of people sometimes forget that that's how it feels for him, right? Like, it's an immediate, like, I'm in the next moment, right? Like, it's not like he's mentally, got 10 minutes of nice nap time or something in between. Like, it's just immediately, I'm dead, and then I'm breathing back in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man,
they capture a lot of the really good expressions. I also think the transitions were really good too. For example, like when he gets cut in half and then his other slumped off body kind of fades to black. The scene where he resets.
Yeah, it cuts the frame. Yeah.
Well, each of the different times when he comes back, his face looks extremely different from the last one.
Exactly. You can tell exactly the expression and the feeling that he's going through, even though
we don't
monologue or anything.
We don't even need them in a monologue. That's right, because we can just see it all in his face. I mean, there's one moment where it's cutting off his face as he's speaking to the other characters, so you immediately know that he's got something to hide and that there's stress and worry on him, right? It's even some of the shots where they're like showing his face from an upward angle, like at the beginning of the episode after his first RBD in a year, like it's doing such a good job of showing his expressions and emotions. Because they've always been good at facial expressions in this show, but I think this season has done such a good job of even like the framing of their faces hitting the emotions of what's going on in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
I am so impressed. The choreography for these fights, by the way, oh God.
Yeah, I really wanted to talk about Reinhardt and Sirius's fight here because it just felt, which it needed to be because of who Reinhardt is and just the overwhelming power he's got. It felt like a different show once he started fighting her.
Yes.
He's jumping into the air. It looks almost like we've switched to Dragon Ball Z after spending the entire time in early Naruto.
and it's also very fast. Like it doesn't like overstay its welcome. Like because Reinhard will defeat someone that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And him running on water is also
Oh
sick.
my
I've been
God.
waiting to see this scene.
The overhead shot, like a helicopter recording him of him running on the water, like the badass like hero he's supposed to be.
Something
Coming
I
in.
also like
Oh.
is, I mean, I don't know how I felt about it, but I'm kind of starting to like it more because of how like quick and succinct a lot of the like expressions are and like showing not telling a lot of scenarios. I think Reinhard's powers being so like subdued visually, like, you don't see any crazy colors. We don't need to see any like crazy like enhancement of his like body or anything like that. We just see a normal guy just like boxing really really heavily against Sirius here.
He's literally using his hand as a bladed weapon. Like that's
Yeah.
all you need to see. It's one of those things, right, where it's the showing of Reinhard is not pulling out his biggest, most powerful moves because he doesn't need to win this fight.
He also
He just
can't.
has to get close. Yes.
True.
Well, not all of them though. Like, yeah.
We have somebody asking, is a light novel better than the web novel? I'm gonna start reading
It's-
Zero.
It is
Yes.
better paced. It is edited down. A lot of Tappei's writing flaws are trimmed out and cleared. The early light novels, like before Arc 5 and even partly into Arc 5, the translators weren't doing the best at their jobs. So there's a couple of hiccups with that, but it seems like that complaint has disappeared with any of the recent novels.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say go with the web novel until you pretty much catch up with whatever there is in English, and then you can jump into light novel until you catch up to the English releases, then jump into the web novel.
There are also noticeable differences between the canonicity of the web novel and light novel too. So if you have the option, the light novel is probably a better option for you if you're also wanting to watch the anime alongside it. Because that's
Later
what the
chapters in the web novel also reference the light novel version of events rather than the web novel version.
Now, time to plug our channel while we're here. But if you do want to read the web novel and you want some assistance, we have a fully voice-acted version of Season 3, so Arc 5, that we completed just a few weeks ago. So we have chapters 1 all the way to 81. I'm going to make a comprehensive list of, keeping up with the anime, but you have at least 20 chapters that you can listen to, and you will not be spoiled from the anime. I think you can go to about chapter 23 without issue.
If you can't wait, you can go further ahead.
You could keep reading. We're going to take a while to do Arc 6, so don't wait up for us.
Yeah. In this scene here, in which Reinhard cuts, Sirius in half, it kind of made me remember that the show, is it just me? Is it just more bloody and more graphic than it was before?
It is.
The blood looks more like blood than red paste coming out.
Yeah.
It also it's doing less like in your face censorship. Like when we're seeing the violence, we're not seeing like Subaru's like other side of his fingers where we're seeing like the actual wound itself, but we are seeing a static shot of what's happening. Because specifically in season 2, there's a lot of cutaway moments where you're like the camera is like shooting away from what you're supposed to see, right?
Well, season 1 actively censored a lot of the scenes.
Yeah,
too.
I mean there was like
they got animated and they got censored on release.
That Japan has just very heavy censorship laws in general, though, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they have a primetime spot and they have like such graphic blood.
It does depend on the slot. But ReZero particularly is seinen, so they might not be using the same slot that they may have once done.
Yeah, I imagine they probably may have even requested a specific slot, because I imagine, especially with how big of a passion project it is for them, they want to try and capture the original tone of the novels as best they can, and that means showing as much violence as they can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because again,
it's important.
This is not a torture story like of any sort, but it's important you understand that Subaru and other characters, when they're getting hurt, are going through a lot of pain. Like the violence is powerful and it means something. Subaru dying is something that means something.
Yeah, it's not torture porn.
In this, I mean the scene in which, I mean, of course, the voice actor Subaru does an amazing job as always, but as soon as Luzabelle is feeling the pain and then Subaru starts feeling the same pain, like the fear, I mean, and it's just crazy how, like, the expression work was really good. Like, yeah, there's just a really good attention to detail about what you're supposed to express emotionally that I think they've really drilled in on really well this
It feels
season.
like they've really like thought out. So what would a person look like if they were experiencing this, right? Like genuinely, what would be the like? How would the pain look on their face in a moment like this? They've really paid attention to detail. I think the thing that one of the moments of voice acting I was most looking forward to in season 3 was in this episode of that monologue of Subaru and Luzbel at the when he dies here, for the first loop we see in the episode, with him choking on the chains, because that's one of my favorite moments that I voice acted in the in our readings, and oh my god, it's done so well. Like, Yusuke Kobayashi does such a good job of like, even the way he elongates his words like he's choking, and like the panic and fear coming into his voice more and more as you get this synthesis of fear with Luzbel. Oh my god, it's so good.
Ironically,
the phrase. You go ahead.
Oh, sorry. One of my 2 favorite voice acting moments for Emilia are in this episode as well.
Yes,
I was
We can
gonna
come back to that.
No, that's what I was moving to. And Donatas in chat agrees with you that Rie just did an amazing job this episode. Her speech to Subaru, all of her comebacks against SIRIUS in the middle of the fight.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Amelia really is just a delight in Arc 5. And I'm
it's
so
good
glad we get
hearing
to see
so much anger in her voice.
It's
and
really...
determination.
And determination, yeah.
Ree did an amazing job. I think that was the hardest thing with voicing Emilia, is getting this new side of her, because we're so used to the more like, passive side. Getting this out for Emilia was a really hard thing for me to do, because I had no idea like what the hell I was going to do. I was like, I didn't want to sound not like Emilia, but I also didn't want to tune too much into like my own anger, which isn't really angry anyways. So finding that middle ground is crazy, and Ree crushed it. Also, the speech to Subaru was crazy too, because she's nothing but understanding and supportive, but it makes sense.
It's great. And I mean, she does a really good job here. Like, really inspired choices in which she's able to balance this confidence with the innocence of her like speech pattern and her tone and her words. Like, I don't really understand what you're talking about. Like, it's just and I'm really mad right now. Like all this stuff that she does.
Stop insulting me.
Yeah. Well, stop talking shit.
Mean things. Yeah.
I also loved what they did with the Marak scene of Subaru and Betty jumping up to the tower and him yanking himself towards it with his whip. Like, it was so fun visually. It really did feel like a D&D moment almost.
Yeah, Subaru is really creative, and now that he has the power to be able to use that with Betty, it just is even more the much that he can.
Subaru has actual options for himself now.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Eminem Bayako jetpack.
Yo, new perk unlocked.
That's very, very funny.
What is with Ratchan's tongue, by the way? Like, why is it so snake-like?
Because he's a little snake.
I mean, that is consistent with how it looks in season 1 as well.
I know, but it begs the question. It's like, you look at, say, Garfield or Frederica, and they have their one super animalistic feature normally, which is their teeth, right? Like, Felix has ears and a tail. Is Ratchan's like a snake quarter demi-human, maybe? Like, he's got something.
I could see that.
So yeah, it's possible. We don't know too much about what his special thing is, because I think we know the other two of the Dumb Dumber thing, special thing. All I know that he knows magic, of course, and that's a part of it, but like something else probably.
He's definitely a rat.
We'll see a couple others later this season.
Yeah. I want to say one more thing about Ray Takahashi's performance. It was super inspired to have, okay, you're going to do fight scene grunt noise, the effort sounds. How are you going to do it as Emilia? Yeah! And it's like, yeah!
Yeah!
Just like little like...
little squeak.
you know, little.
I'm
the
glad I
funny thing
chose
is,
the right
it's-
option when I did
it-
mine too.
It sounds like it's more she's hyping herself up because she doesn't need to put effort sounds in because she's so strong. But she's almost using the noises to hype herself up in the fight. It's really fun.
You know what it probably actually is though, and so all these are weapons that Subaru has told her, like, try turning your ice into this to fight with.
Mhm.
If he's trying to teach her how to use all these things she's never used before,
Oh
he's
my
going to be
God.
pretending to be
Yeah.
swinging stuff around and going,
Yeah.
And she's imitating
Ah.
it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's copying Link.
pretty
Bum,
much, yes.
bum, ba-da-da.
One of the Arc 2 web novel exclusive scenes that we did on our on the live reads was Subaru practicing with a sword and doing stuff like that, where he was like shadow sparring an enemy. So if that's what he was doing to help Emilia practice with these weapons, I mean, it's very likely that she is just imitating him.
I guess his
That's
light
hilarious.
novel, manga, anime, game like training styles would probably be really effective on a character like Emilia. Now I think about it,
Mm-hmm.
who's living in her own version of this world, separate from everyone else. Basically.
Super
Oh,
Top
man.
Garf Naruto run. That's so real.
I'm so happy with how this episode just delivered everything. It was intense, it was emotional, and it was exciting and
Another perfect
freeing
episode.
all at the same time.
It's very nostalgic too for me because I this is one of the last big scenes we ever recorded as holographic before we switched over fully to pre-recorded.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm.
I also have to give credit to Sirius's voice actor here. Oh my
Yes.
god,
It was so
That was
good.
easy.
she got the
Everything
dog
she
in
was
her.
spitting.
Literally.
Do that and I'll cook your intestines right through your ass.
Your ass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy line. I think they did her expressions really good too here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hard to get an expression for somebody's face is wrapped up usually, but they do a lot of really good job about her eye and
And with her
her
like
mouth.
teeth and mouth
Yeah,
as well.
as I
Yeah.
said. Like, her hair also is very dynamic in this
In her
episode.
ear.
Yeah, one ear. But
And
yeah,
also
her
the way she crawls on all fours when she's so angry
her
that she becomes
body, yeah.
animalistic. Yeah.
her body language is also a big part of her expressiveness in this. Like her bones like cracking while she's getting back up, or
Ugh.
like when she falls from the tower and she's like a spider. It's like it's really some true horror stuff. Like the scene where she there's like an actual scene where she looked really menacing when she threw and hung Subaru, and she's just
Mhm.
holding Luzbel, and she's like making like a really like evil face. You know, it's been I as somebody who's seen this character for a while, it's hard to really think sinisterly about them, but like
Yeah.
they really depicted that really really well, because she's
they
also
also-
like pathetic in her own way, but it's like
Yes,
Yeah.
that was a point I was going to get to. That the 3 loops we see of her this episode all show drastically different sides to who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
Where she
I-
is this horribly malicious torturer in this first loop, and then this excitable, insane witch cultist that knows she's outmatched and enjoying it anyway against Reinhard. And then with Emilia, she loses all decorum and is just throwing out obscenities and has no control over her face or emotions.
Mm-hmm.
She fully indulges into wrath. And I love
Yeah,
it.
I think it's also like a very good shot of like, yeah, this is why she's Wrath, right? Like you could feel of like, oh yeah, I kind of get it now, because before you're like, why is she so eerily calm? But then you're like, oh wait, Betelgeuse is kind of, you know, like he was not very slothful.
Except that he was, because
Except that
relying
he
on a bunch of
was.
other people the entire time.
Exactly.
yeah, it's the suppressed anger
Suppressed
Yeah.
sin. Yeah.
that eventually comes through.
Anzai Chika, according to Donato's media, is Sirius's VA.
Mm-hmm.
She did a great job.
She is amazing.
Yes, she is.
Very good range of vocal work, I must say.
Yeah, another thing, I mean, obviously the voice directing in ReZero is amazing, but like the way that sentences are delivered are very hard in the series, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, she does a really good job of like articulating the animation to the voice performance. Like the time in which she was on the tower and she was like, "Thank you," like she like held
Yeah.
the G note, and then she was like, no,
Thanks,
you know.
guys.
You guys did that in 21 seconds. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but her head was
Hand
like
over to
shaking and
Emilia.
moving, and then like her voice vibrated as if she was shaking her head, and I was like, "Oh, that's really good detail."
We love when the voice actors actually follow the movement.
I imagine the voice
Characters.
cast must have had so much fun recording all of these episodes and the episodes that they've yet to record.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the time, from what I understand, the setup, they're in the recording booths together, acting together.
Yeah, I can tell it here as well.
especially
Imagine that
with
they both.
fight scene.
Yeah, exactly. We're both apart of it from each other and yelling at each other in booth.
Silver Bell.
Okay, I want to address the elephant in the room with Sirius here. So, this is not a spoiler, but for anyone who is anime only, incredibly popular, well-known theory is that Sirius, underneath the wraps, is like a reanimated or revived Fortuna, Emilia's foster mother, from season 2. And this episode just hinted at it so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not only was she spewing as like recognizing Emilia here, which I felt in the web novel was more implying that it was Satella that had stolen Betelgeuse rather than Emilia, and that's what she was recognizing. But here, she's directly calling her out as a homewrecker and acting out and not calling out words, spewing words over and over, like, what is it, when she's on top of the tower and just starts shouting at her.
I'm going to burn you alive, scatter your
Well,
ashes
I
in my
feel like
grave.
it's a simultaneous thing of she's at points seeing Satella, and at points also thinking of these are the people that killed him, right?
She also
Yeah,
says
that's it.
here, I smell it, I smell it, I smell the girl.
Yes,
So she can
that's-
smell Emilia.
That's where I would say, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was there, and there was one other time when she's just shouting from up top that I want to double check.
So the one thing, Danataz, is one of Tepe's bigger regrets is having re-voice Satella, because I think it was an interview where he talks about how he didn't want it to be like confirmed or anything that the voice actor was the character, like in a situation like that, and that
Yeah, he didn't want that being evidence.
But the voice actor they chose for Sirius is very, very similar to the actual voice actor for Fortuna. Oh, sorry. I'll get closer. Hello.
Oh, jeez.
Hello.
I'll also turn up my mic now. Sorry about that.
What is it? So I can't actually find the clip, but at one point she's saying the same thing like over and over and over and over and over again. And the way she's saying it is so similar to Emilia just shouting Shindai or die, death, kill in her flashback, that it feels like it's a reference. And then as soon as they get face to face with each other, Emilia is pointing out that all the things that you're despising about me are the ones that I got from the family that I love and admire so much, like the most important woman to me.
And that's how I love myself, right? Like,
yeah.
I love myself through my love for them.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan, that's why Otto and Pandora have different voice actors.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That is a very funny joke theory, but anytime I think someone's positing it seriously, my hair turns grey, man.
Yeah,
I'm
at
like,
the level of Tyrion's a time-traveling fetus. From
oh my god, yeah. It's the exact same for me.
It's funny.
So that line...
It's one of the best crackpot theories, I will say, in terms of comedy.
That line that Emilia speaks, like, in the web novel, it was, like, Sirius is just going on about her ugly eyes, her ugly hair, her ugly body, like, everything was awful. She was trash. And then Emilia was just like, I inherited that from the person or the woman I love more than anything. And the person who loves me loves every part of me as well. So not only is she referencing Fortuna there, she's also referencing Subaru. And I think one thing we discussed in that chapter was that Fortuna in the web novel also had some like loathing towards herself.
Well, she was also silver-haired half-elf. Or not half-elf.
The loathing for herself comes from her feelings towards her brother and her sister-in-law.
Yeah, I couldn't save them.
Which extends to her love for Emilia as well.
Yeah, because she had a promise to protect Emilia and she didn't see it through.
So,
and that comes
super prominent theory. This episode feels almost like it's just confirmed it for me. Like it's past the point of I think it might be true to I actually believe that is the case.
I'm at a thing of like 99%.
She is a full elf.
You know, I could see the 1% where to pay is a little fucker.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
We've talked about the possibilities for an alternative before, and they're obviously less possible. I do think that Fortuna, like it makes a lot of sense here, obviously, like the contrasting of appearances. But it makes me wonder something, and I just want to point this out here. Is Emilia the worst recognizer of appearances of all time? Like
Yes.
she doesn't understand. She sees it regularly in the flashback, doesn't remember. Sees Juice in the flashback, doesn't put together that it was Beetlejuice, the person who's after her, and then sees Fortuna wrapped up here and was like, "Hey, you have the same eyes, hair, ear as me."
She also, on seeing Subaru, had assumed that he was 13.
Yes.
She doesn't have a good recognition for people.
What I will say, it's a consistent part of her character, and it's not like, I wouldn't call it a writing flaw per se. I think it's just a very funny comedic element of her character. Oh my god, girl, you are so bad at recognizing people and what they are.
We know that face blindness is something that Pape is willing to write into the character from stuff.
Yes,
with
for
other stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm. Someone asked a question: does Subaru know that Emilia is 100% a witch? I don't know if she has called herself the Glacial Witch in front of him, but they did have a long conversation, like recapping their unknown information at the end of season 2 that we don't see.
Barely means anything, anyways. Here,
it's a title, really. It doesn't mean anything.
The only thing that we know about her, she has this colossal amount of mana inside of her, right?
Yeah.
And she's this perfect vessel for the Witch of Envy. And like the idea is that she doesn't have an authority like the rest of the witches, so she's not actually like a witch in the sense that it would matter if you declared you're a witch. She only says she's a witch because she has all these things that are like the other witch, and she's like, yeah, I might as well. I'm like somehow related to this, that I have to admit that that's the case because it seems like that's the case.
It's a thing also, if she's it's a very similar thing where a lot of people, when they're perceived by others in a certain way and they're called like a specific nickname or stereotype, a lot of self love and confidence comes from sometimes owning that and making that your own, right?
Yes. She's owning the concept of being a witch rather than being a half devil. So any wickedness that people progress to her is from her herself, not from association that she has via appearance or her ancestry. It's like she's doing the Glacial Witch because she has a ridiculous and terrifying ice power, not from any history or connection she has through her bloodline.
Making her own name.
Making her way downtown, walking.
All right. Any other anime-only stuff people want to talk about in the episode? Tina was cute. I like her outfit design.
Her outfit design is super cute.
They've done I'll say they've done a very, very good job of, like, we've talked about this before, but I'll talk about this a bit more in depth. The character designs stand out so much that I can just immediately tell who that is on the screen without having to see their face immediately. And it makes it really exciting because then they can get really creative with some of the shots they do, like with the shots of Reinhard approaching in and like all of the creative like camera angles, quote unquote, they do for some of the stuff. It's so dynamic and fun.
Really,
it's keeping me visually interested. And if there's a point of improvement, I'll say it's that, right? Because if there was any directional criticism I had of previous seasons, it was sometimes the screen felt very static.
Yeah, it wasn't very engaging in a moment-to-moment basis. There's a lot of lingering shots.
Yeah, but now it feels like when there's a lingering shot, it's for an important moment, and it's not making me lose focus. So I'm always constantly getting new visual information, and it's doing a very good job of keeping me attentive towards the episode.
Yeah,
which will probably help a lot of casual viewers retain information, I think.
Yeah. When shots linger, it's important that at least the background in the character animation, the character, design is prominent. But that was less good in previous seasons. So I think that it's fine if they linger on a few shots nowadays because you can see how much effort they put into framing, etc., etc.
Oh, and there's so much detail. Like even the shot I have right now, each brick has like deterioration on it.
Yes.
Like that's crazy.
They've done a very good job also of showing cool world building things, like how all of the lighting in this world is produced by like magic crystals.
Magic stones.
Yeah. And they've done a good job of like showing you visually, oh, that's a thing, without having to tell you about it. So you're just like, oh, so it's not fire or any like fuel or anything like that, and also fingers. Goodbye.
Yeah, fuck, that's a wild shot to stop on. Damn, that was so crazy.
It's also ironic that Subaru loses his fingers this scene. Just all 10 of them, just how Geese does.
Oh, I did not even
Oh,
think
yeah,
of that.
good point.
Holy shit.
The one I love beyond everyone else.
Lose his fingies.
Next episode, she starts going on about, you're that person, aren't you? Right? It's not this one.
Well,
we
should probably switch to spoiler talk.
Yeah.
Go on to
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
which I think is a good time to wrap up our anime only section. So,
Beep, beep, beep.
if you are anime onlys, please actually leave. We are
Please
going to
leave.
fully discuss spoilers.
I beg you, please, please leave if you are an anime only.
We
Yeah,
love you, but you
yeet.
have to go.
Yeah,
And we will see
can't
you
hurt you.
next week.
Yeah, see you next
Yeah.
week, anime onlys. If you're a filthy reader, stay here. Let's talk about.
But
the
also,
novels.
please comment what you feel about stuff. Because if you are willing to share it, I would love to read it.
With all due respect, get out.
Leave.
Kyle, do you want to pin the latest comment then to have that at the
yes.
top?
La 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 la.
Actually, do this one instead. Spoiler.
Da, 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 da. I just bought that as Chase's ringtone.
There we go.
Oh, should you say season 3 / arc 5? For those who don't understand what arc 5 is.
Yep, let me edit that then.
Yep.
Apologies, thank you. Ooh, that means I can put on a little bit of lo-fi in the back.
ReZero Lo-Fi?
Yeah, is everybody okay with that? Well, I guess you
I
guys
am-
can't fucking hear it anyways, but
I'm
more than keen.
love a bit of them ReZero Lo-Fi beat.
oh, not popping too. Can't play that. That would get us.
Uh-oh, we would be gone. We would be annihilated from orbit.
Popping too.
Thank you, Andre. Yes, so the episodes have covered up to chapter 25 of the web novel. And here on going forward, we're going to be discussing spoilers for season 3, arc 5, that whole shebang, these first 16 episodes.
Particularly from what we see in the ED, which we'll be talking about a bit as well.
Well, just all of it, too, honestly. Like with what Gold was saying, that we didn't get Sirius discussing Subaru's connection to Sloth yet. So I don't know if that's going to be in the next episode. I honestly don't remember if the fight continues from here or not. I think it does.
It does. But it happens after this moment.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
after Regulus leaves, she comes up to him and talks to him about it. I'm almost certain.
I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll have the more discussion on Super's connection to Sloth and Betelgeuse then, which is it's good. That's important to have going forward.
And why that fun little detail, Subaru losing all his fingers, is just kind of ironic in that one loop.
It is.
It
That's
just-
also going to be our introduction for EMT as his attack move, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let me know
I,
if the lo-fi's too much, everybody.
I have to say they've done a really good job of foreshadowing here, whether it be visual or like just in the dialogue that they've been like making sure that they choose to keep in the episode.
Oh, for sure. There's a weird moment of foreshadowing with Reinhardt here, where Sirius is telling him that next time he's facing someone, he can't hesitate and let them have their final words. Which, even though it's not the same iteration of Reinhardt that gets that point, the stuff with Teresia later on, that's that is ominous foreshadowing regarding that he doesn't give her the chance to do anything.
I think it was because Sirius has knowledge of it, right? She probably knows what that is. So even though that Reinhardt isn't the one that faces her, that she has knowledge of the fact that that's going to be an opponent you can't hold back on. Which also adds to the conniving, spiteful element of her character really well. Like that, like she's saying it so nicely to him, but with the undertone of such malice and amusement from the fact he's going to have to go through that.
I'm the nice one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm the gentle one.
Which isn't wrong either. Like, she's
not.
not as
Yes.
horrible to be around as some of the others are.
I feel like she's similar to Geese in that, like, she obviously overall still a fucked up person, but it's much more individual moments of sadism than it is like general pure malice towards everyone at once. Yeah,
Because she
Right.
truly believes in love and stuff like that, but she, still has this warped view of it.
love,
Do we
you
want
know.
to hit the ED now?
Yes.
we can talk about this.
Visually, the ED is
Let's
oh my god.
There was a few shots that I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
For real.
For real?
Let's see if we can pull it up and go through it.
Yeah,
I'm
put up
gonna
on
do it
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on YouTube. So much easier.
Do 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 do.
I can't spell. La 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 la. Ending movie.
Like the choice of keeping the sword on his back because, like, when you're seeing him from the front, it's not as prominently visually on him.
Mhm.
Which, like, visually just refers to the fact that it's not a thing that's used lightly or not a thing that's used often.
It also would be in the way if it was
Yeah.
at his hip normally.
Exactly, yeah. Which is why I'm excited to see him use it as a baseball bat.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll stream it to you guys too. Oh, wrong one.
I'm curious, what do you think of, like, the city so far in terms of, like, how they're visually showing everything and how they'll be setting up, like, how it's
I think it's
attacked?
even more amazing in this ending.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
first off, like, this opening shot is
Look at this.
just
Oh,
perfect. Like, this
gorgeous.
is amazing.
And it does a very good job. I think the vertical shot from before made the water seem a bit too, like, the source see a bit too big, but it seems like a lake now, right? Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you see the greenery inside of everything.
yes.
The clouds look more voluminous. And also, like,
Voluminous.
voluminous.
And also the vertical element of the city is even better shown here.
Yeah, you can see how it
That
sinks.
if the gates opened, everything would rush in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're slowly getting there.
The light rays are really good too.
Yes. And how it's user transition too. Oh,
Foggy, foggy.
And this
Water.
seems really good because this is like the first trailer.
yeah, this is like the first trailer, exactly.
That was
Also
fucking
very
nice.
similar to the shot we see of Reinhard running on the water of, like, just that almost like
Yeah.
helicopter style.
Ooh.
And then oh
As it just turns to blood.
yeah. Now all of this blood in the canal stuff, is this in reference to the stuff with Capella later?
Probably.
I don't think so. I think it's more of just the city is going to run red with blood because of
Okay.
all
Yeah.
the death and destruction.
That's also a
It's-
visual symbolism. Yeah.
I know there's also a lot of stuff with her surrounding the canals too, so it feels appropriate for the blood to be there too. But from like just a metaphorical, there's blood going to be in the waters. That's also a thing.
Andre says it's a light novel thing as well, so perhaps that is a change.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I only have the first volume of the Arc 5 light novel. So I have
Yeah.
not read the whole thing yet.
There's gonna be alternate things that happen in the light novel that we're gonna be like, this is sort of like what we know, but a little bit different, you know.
Like everything with
Exciting.
Emilia, though, is going to be better than
Oh,
the
yeah.
web novel stuff.
Oh
Just
my god,
the
it's so beautiful.
All of like red, black miasma.
And also that it's all like centering in the middle of the city as if it's like spreading out, right? Like
Yeah. It's like a cloud almost.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
is.
god, it's so
And then
cool.
it
And then
comes-
it's like the flames of chaos or war have arrived.
Yeah, it's like Sirius's flames
Hmm.
Bright.
in this shot. The opening
seeing-
shot is this. Come on.
I like seeing more of Al's goofy side here as well.
The one arm.
Still is just looking into the camera though. She's like, I know what you're watching.
Yeah,
Sorry for
I'm
me.
on
Okay,
stage
mate.
right now.
She's like, what? I wasn't paying attention to these goofs.
This clown jester.
But she likes it secretly. Then
I
she
mean,
turns
yeah,
around.
it's not very secret with that face.
Then she goes to scold them.
Look at those legs. 3 pairs
And-
of legs.
I
hard to
do
mistake
like
these.
that even though Wilhelm is always close to them in the shots, he always has some distance between him and Crush and Felix.
Yeah, because
Like that, because it's that thing of like, not only is Crush and Felix especially close, but Wilhelm doesn't seem like he's got extremely close connections. Like there's loneliness to him.
I mean, not. Well, I guess we're in spoiler territory. Not to mention the whole reason he couldn't save Teresia in the first place was because he was taking care of Crush.
And also Reinhard being close to him as they walk through here is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost looks like Wilhelm is looking at him coming in too.
And Reinhard is ignoring.
Yeah, they were all ignoring. And then
Boom.
a
I
shot
like
here.
this shot a lot. It's really.
And then
pretty.
Julius talking to the man he rebuffed.
I like the flowers.
Yeah, very pretty flower in frame here.
Yes.
Did
And then look at-
Anastasia just dip her fingers into the tea and lick them?
Let's
Wait,
check.
what? Oh my god.
What is she doing?
That's so weird.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Oh no, I think she's
She's like a fox. She's
No,
like,
no, no.
she doesn't
So
have
she
drink.
moved her hand from the top of the cup.
Oh, she's
to her
laughing.
mouth. Yeah, because she's laughing. At first, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Finger dipping behavior.
And look at
Hataro and Tibby.
yeah.
Yeah, they're doing
That's
such a good
around
job of characterizing the triplets here.
Those two
That's
also look a
definitely
lot
the
more
word.
visually distinct than they did in season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Power
Mimi!
rocking street manners.
The Moe Blob.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And Subaru.
Comes in. And the garden looks so well lit in this.
It does.
Oh,
Look at how happy she is when she sees him.
that's so cute. Finger licking good Karagi's fried chicken.
Oh my god.
So true.
When is she gonna start the fried chicken chain?
Surprised she hasn't yet. Okay,
You-
oh, there we go.
They've
It
done
is
such a
so
good job
good.
of making Emilia just so genuinely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about like what the symbolism represented, and I wonder if the flower has to do anything with Teresia.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm
you're
thinking.
probably
That's-
right.
And it also it looks like Satella's colors as well.
Mm-hmm. Blood pouring out of the flowers. Do you like
Because that could in a way
flowers?
almost represent, Subaru's deaths too.
Well, it's
Mhm.
that, and it's the old wound on Wilhelm.
Oh, on
that
Wilhelm,
starts bleeding
exactly.
Again
Yeah.
when Teresia gets close
flowers.
by.
Yeah.
Well,
So
he
much.
literally has an injury that will bleed when
Yes,
she's
I know.
close.
Yeah.
Are those forget-me-nots as well? Or are those something else?
I'm not good with flowers. I don't know.
Neither.
Well, I'm gonna look that up after because I
There
recognize
probably
it.
is something important about it. This is interesting too. I think
What
it
is
cuts
this?
to something more clear in a second. So it's blood seeping into stone.
And it's
No.
traveling along the grooves, yeah.
Yeah, it's people's wounds. Like
Oh,
you see in them over there. That's
Ah,
Teresia standing
Yeah,
there.
Teresia and
With
Kurgan.
Kurgan, yeah.
Yeah, cutting down all these soldiers.
Oh, which is why they're bleeding so much too.
Yeah, that's probably why it cuts from the flowers to this as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So much attention to detail here, it's crazy.
So this is Capella's dragon, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
It also noticeably does not look like it's CG, which is a
Yeah.
big
Which is a
Yeah.
great sign because dragons notoriously in anime are fucking CG.
Oh,
I
forget
mean,
me
it
not
definitely
somewhere.
looked 2D in the OP, but that doesn't
Oh,
mean
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
That was a crazy eye open.
They've also done a very good job of, like they have in previous seasons, making the CG very low key and background filler.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the shot
yeah.
of Subaru opening his eye to seeing Sirius in the shadow. Oh my god.
Just doing far
And it's the
away
shadow of the
character.
tower on her as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Oof.
The lighting here is really good too.
It is. It's crazy good. And it disappears into the next Sin Archbishop, I think. Yeah.
And then we see the good part about this, the 3D camera angle. Like there's 3D
Yes.
models of the city, just so well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, just
The
arts-
lighting too. Oh my god. Like the lighting on his hair looks great there.
That was also rotoscoped on him.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And this shot's crazy.
Oh
That's
my god,
crazy,
yeah.
Capella.
They probably do have like 3D models of the characters and
Yeah.
animated over them to do these.
I would not be
His
surprised.
face.
Look at her
That's
face.
awful because like
That's-
her hair is now looking like her eyes. It's like that's the dragon form there.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
you're
right.
right.
And she looks
Oh,
so
no,
much
it's not a
like
dragon.
Felt.
It's not a dragon form. It's the dog that Capella's related to, right? Like the actual star.
Canis. Yeah.
Canis is Sirius, I believe.
Right. You're right.
Where did they find these animators? What the fuck? What the fuck is the
It
face
is
she's
crazy.
making?
Look at the 3D background here. Like as it keeps on
Oh.
going, cutting out, it's also
And-
just like
Her mouth
It
is
seems
good.
like she's on top of
crazy.
City Hall as well.
yes. And the hair animation's really, really good here too. Like if you do this cut all at once, right? It just looks so
So
Fluid.
lighting.
Yeah. I really like. I know this hair design is consistent with the light novel, but it looks so good, like as a character design.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really makes her stand out.
And this shot's also crazy.
Yeah, just them
'Cause
coming
we all know
out.
what's going to happen in this area.
Look at this skull in the water when you go back.
Oh,
See? Back a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see?
The skull.
The
the water.
shading on the
Oh.
water plume turns into a skull for a little bit
shit.
right there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. And then we got
Look at he's laughing and then he
yeah.
like you see his like arms move.
boom, Reinhardt.
He looks so clean in this, by the way.
The
That's
blue lighting's
crazy.
really good.
Yeah.
It is.
I
I
can't
like how
tell-
much at the end here they show Subaru and Reinhardt together too for what happens later.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
this
'cause
would be
this
the
is their-
church scene because this would be
Yes.
before the core.
Yeah.
Because we see him using the sword without its sheath off, which is what he batters Regulus with. So,
Oh, that's right. And then there's Regu.
and that's why Regulus is now looking at them.
Oh, I like that shot of his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Amelia's already busted down the church walls and then preparation for these two
That's
coming in to fight.
Crazy how much that church is destroyed right now.
I will say
There's
in this
also a
o-
shattered glass window on the ground.
Oh, there
Yeah.
is.
they've done a very good job in this opening and ED of adding like extra stuff that you just see in an opening and ending, assume it's going to happen, but like they've like switched it, like Garfield fighting the dragon and
Yeah.
Subaru like seeming like he's dying in this ending when we know for the rest of this arc he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
That sword
the
isn't
sword.
sheathed.
I think it is. It
It
just
is.
looked like
Take a
it
look.
wasn't for a moment because the way he's pulling it. It's in its
Yeah.
sheath still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Scabbard.
Mhm. It was at this moment Subaru knew he fucked up.
Oh, the way it's like almost like yin magic cutting through the sky into the next scene.
Yeah.
Because this is where Reinhard, like, freezes time, was
Saxon's-
it?
No, I think this is where Reinhardt sacks himself,
Yeah,
Oh,
this
that's
is where
right.
he time section
Oh
between it.
yeah.
That might look like a wing as well.
which is why we are now getting like a huge bright light illuminating that immediately
Yeah.
afterwards.
Oh.
But you also see that that the ghost of his friends are pushing him up.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, this is probably my favorite scene out of all of the opening in ED. Just everyone pushing him up.
But you notice Reinhardt's actually the one that's physical. 'cause
Yeah,
it
the what
transitions
Reinhardt's
next
the one that's
scene.
physically there. Yeah.
Everyone else is.
It's really interesting too because Reinhardt's the one that's like most short. It's almost just like oh I see what more that's going on here than maybe people think I do.
I really like it too.
Anastasia, Wilhelm, Emilia, Otto, Garfield, and looks
Mimi?
like Mimi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
think
mean.
so.
This is really cool too because this would also be from Subaru's perspective the people that he would be like pushing on for because I think Reinhardt and Wilhelm are like the heroes for him of like people he's got
Yeah.
to try and match up to.
These are all the different battles going on at the same time as well.
Well,
Around
that's
the city.
Julius's hand, not Wilhelm's.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Julius makes sense here as like his rival, right?
Let's
Like,
see if Wilhelm's even there. He might be in the back. Oh no, maybe not.
And then
I like how much distance there's between Betty and Reinhardt too. Like Reinhardt's right on top of Subaru.
see how tall Reinhardt is in this. scene.
Yeah,
Well, now she's just a cute girl because they cancel each other out.
Exactly. Lifts him up.
Oh,
again.
he's even lifting him up by his shirt here almost.
Fucking throwing him at the same
Yeah, and then plopping him down. Yeah. That's just a great show of how strong he is too, just so effortlessly doing that.
And
He's just like,
Betty's
huh?
just happy to see him back on his feet.
And look at how it's just like a thing of like how confident they all are in him too, and it's like a surprising thing. Oh, Emilia looks so cute.
Betty's looking up.
Felt is so short. Oh my goodness.
Fucking Liliana peering from behind Reinhardt is crazy.
Yeah, she's.
Hey, blocking
here
out.
too.
You can't see through his visor.
He's so confused.
Wilhelm is
There's
tall, but he's
There's
like
someone
locked.
behind Priscilla that I can't tell who that is either. Is it
Yeah.
Gaston?
Yeah. It's
I think it
kinda-
might check when you go to the feet angle in a second here.
Yeah.
They show
Oh,
all
yeah.
everyone's
Because
feet.
Wilhelm's behind Krush right now.
Yep.
I think
Super
there's also
string
a
like-
flash of Schultz behind Priscilla.
I think so. Okay. Oh, there's Ricardo.
Oh, they're
The
shadows.
part is all the way in the back, the left. But you can't see him in this angle. You just see
Yeah.
him here.
And that's the wing of blood that Reinhard left.
Mm-hmm.
And now the rivers are clean.
Yeah.
Or canals, I guess.
Oh man, they've done such a good job with the model for this city.
And the light shines on the map
On the
of
map.
the city.
Yeah, the battle plans for Witch's Cult.
Yep.
That's right.
Crazy.
Because they'll be
Yep.
starting to do the meetings for the battle, and then in this map.
Oh, this is man, visual feast.
The window is also cutting the city into the 4 pieces that they split
Yeah.
up to go
Yeah.
and tackle.
You're right.
Mhm. That's insane.
Good
White
evening,
Fox
good
have
evening.
outdone themselves, man.
Pachi, pachi, pachi!
Woo!
Everyone clap!
Please.
Ooh. Do you think Julius not being present in that scene is foreshadowing for the end of Arc 5? Which scene?
The scene with everyone lined up.
Potentially, because he's not
Yeah.
there at the end with
Oh.
celebrations. Because he's been
He's one of the
forgotten at
people
that point.
pushing Subaru up, but he's not there.
Holy shit, you guys are right. But I guess we still remember Krush. She's just
Yeah.
down for the
And
count.
that would also be why Anastasia, right? Like we can't see.
Oh, that's right. She's not there either. Oh shit. Damn! Look
Maybe
at
if
you!
we look at the foot shot, we look at the foot shot again. Maybe we'll see their feet.
I don't know. We don't see too many. Like Ricardo is semi.
Oh yeah, Ricardo's the only one we can see.
We can kind of. I think. Hold on. I think you.
Unless that's
can-
Julius's feet. I don't think so.
Anastasia's?
I think that's Kiritaka. It's white.
Julius's shoes are black shoes with red
Yeah,
stripes
so
and red laces.
we don't see Julius here.
Yeah, those are Kiritaka's feet. That's definitely Ricardo.
Yeah, 100%.
That
I
you
am
guys
there
can
in the
totally see.
celebration. Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
nobody
that's really
knows who
cool.
the fuck you are. There you go. You guys can see their little feetsies. That's
I
crazy.
love when they do lots of symbolism like this.
Mm-hmm. It's a good point. The
that's all of
the
Arc
moment
5.
I asked, yeah, the moment I asked to stop in the OP, which I think was at 48 seconds, is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
supposed to be like Felix reconstituting himself after the thing collapses on top of him?
Oh, let's see.
Like after the city hall breaks down, and like Anastasia in like the dyed hair comes out, Al brings himself out of the rubble, and then like accuses Anastasia of being fake. But we also see Felix is coming out of that, but he was really badly injured and had to use like his secret techniques for that.
Oh. That's right. I remember doing the audio for that scene.
That it would make sense that it starts off as water then as well if it's the source of water magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then,
Could
or
be.
the burning of the gospel here, or the tome of wisdom, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
That's yeah, I was saying it was flashback to season 2 things.
Yeah. The two things that are important for us to remember here,
Yeah, Felix is in the bottom of that rubble. That's right.
especially considering Elsa's connections to other characters.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be right after Al and Capella's battle. Anastasia is just chilling after that explosion. And Felix was coming out of the rubble, because I remember doing the audio design for that, and it was like crazy because I had to envision like how the fuck he would climb out. So that makes sense.
I don't want to mention the name of the technique that he uses, but it is like the one that only he knows how to do.
Yes.
We talked about it pretty recently, Gold.
And you can figure it out if you read EX1 with us.
Yes,
Yeah.
EX1.
Yes. EX1. EX1.
I'll be reading that in the next 2 weeks.
Hooray.
Hooray.
I'm gonna reread it because I love that book so much.
Woohoo! Wasn't that in a building? I think it was in, so it was like a mix of, Anastasia was City Hall, but City Hall I think is right here with this fountain, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because I think it's next to this pillar in the center of the city.
Yeah, because Ferris was nearby, like outside of the City Hall. Anastasia was in it, and Al was fighting nearby in a canal.
Yeah, this is the center of town in that central park where they
Yes.
first met Liliana, but I don't
Maybe
think any of the
it's
other fights happen here. It might be. It also might be a light novel change that I'm not positive of.
True,
But-
true.
That was just speculation. This is also just imagery.
Yeah, but I think that's a good point too. For both of you.
Any other like spoiler stuff that we want to talk about? It kind of moved into like more of the things that we were excited about with the episode already.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this the Appa tree. This is Teresia's backstory, right?
I don't remember Appa's in Teresia's
Yeah,
story.
This is
Was
weird.
it? Unless it's like
This could
shot
even just
about
be a
forbidden
This
fruit.
could be. There could be just a thematic shot in general, probably.
There might be something in the light novel that we don't know about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because the apple's kind of random. Like, this looks like a church gospel area, and then maybe a religious thing, but I don't know why they would do that.
Does
Well,
anyone-
there are religious connections in terms of like Christian mythology
True.
towards
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sin and stuff. So
Oh, Proof says that that's part of Joshua and Julius's backstory in
Okay.
one of the
Oh!
contents, which means that we might get their side story adapted into here.
oh, that would be so cute.
Right,
That would
'cause-
actually
yeah.
explain the longer episode length than we were expecting too. Because I imagine they might cover a bit more side content for the backstories of some characters here,
As well as the interludes.
as well
if
as the
they're
interludes.
relevant.
Yeah.
Especially with both Joshua losing, like everyone forgetting him to gluttony, and then Julius still being
Mhm.
alive.
That's also a good. I guess the symbolism of him having the apple, right? Of like him being eaten too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Devoured by gluttony. Oh, your model. Oh, you look so scary.
It's okay. It's okay.
You've been through a lot today on Super. Fuck. Oh yeah, okay, Gojo mentioned maybe now's the time to go through some cut content. I honestly don't know how much was cut from this episode. I think it was I'm not wrong, pretty true to the web novel. Obviously they cut out a lot of the descriptors, but they could do that with the visuals.
The main thing I'm thinking of the cut content is just a lot of the cut internal monologue from Subaru, but it wasn't necessary with how well they did the visual stuff here of like showing his emotions. It didn't really feel like it was a problem from an adaptation standpoint for me. Is there anything you guys in the comments would mention here?
I think there's also parts. I mean, obviously, him breaking into the clock tower is easy. He just does it, and then he just goes up. We don't need to see that. This is another thing that we talk about a lot in the light novel, or the readings of Arc 7, where like Teppei starts realizing what he could cut in the story, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that you have to do even more so in an anime adaptation. You have to be like, okay, we don't need to see him struggling to break in. We don't need to see him, struggling to move up the clock tower. We don't need to see him do whatever,
Right. There's a difference between trimming down and cut content, where
Yeah, I
like
guess
if something is actually cut, that's like Al and Priscilla and Subaru's conversation in season 1. That's cut content. But if it's just we're removing some of the dialogue from the scene that's not relevant to the pacing or actually needed for it, that's just trimming it up for TV. That's just adapting.
This is
Andre
that adaptation. Yeah.
and Gojo are talking about first and second loop being decently cut. There was a piece missing, and Subaru being shoved off by Subaru shoving Sirius out of the tower. I remember that part.
Is
I
that
feel
in the
like
light novel?
I was gonna say I feel like that was a light novel change.
Was
But
it?
I'm
I
not
thought that was in
positive.
the web novel. Maybe I misremembered
Right, but I think
it.
that cutting
They
that
changed
is
it
a web
to the
novel
light
to
novel.
light novel adaptation.
Oh, yes. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it was an extra part. Honestly, I don't think even with the first episode, I don't
Because
think
I
there was much
personally
cut.
also, even if that is say a cut thing, I don't. I know this seems silly. I know it's a triumphant moment for Subaru, but it feels kind of out of character for Subaru to be able to do that to Sirius.
Yeah,
Like in terms of like power scaling.
Like
If
go-
we were to, yeah.
Yeah, like Gojo's saying, I don't remember the hanging scene being in the web novel. That must have been a light novel change.
I think he had like a heart attack and died of fear in the web
He
novel.
died. He
Yes,
died of
yeah.
panic on the floor next to Luzbel.
That's
Um,
it. That's it.
He still dies of like being choked and panic at the same time. Here is a kind of thing of like they're building up, but that adds like a visual tension to the scene too.
Yeah, I liked it the way they did it in the anime. It was like made way more sense.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's also just a more striking image. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I bet a fuck ton of the thumbnails for videos on this episode are gonna be him hanging from those chains.
Yes.
It's also just I think dying of fear and panic like that is kind of dumb. If I'm being honest, like even though her powers and enhancing it, like he was feeling Luzbel was feeling his, and that was like cycling. But that would have been the case for any time she used her powers then. It wouldn't make sense that she would ever have to have someone die if it was that simple.
That's
also,
true.
I think it makes a lot more sense of like the compounding shock between them, making more sense of Subaru is physically suffering at the same time.
Right. And then in this case, it keeps it consistent with the powers being that it's connecting all of you, making you feel the same things as each other. But the death is what actually triggers the death for everyone. If she was able to do it without actually killing someone, then she wouldn't need to throw Luzbel off or provoke Reinhardt into cutting her in half.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a good job of making sure everything's consistent. I'm really like, and I've said this before, I'm really impressed with the pacing they did for the episode itself. Like, it felt as quick and compact as it needed to be. Gave me all the information I needed, and then moved on to make sure we could fit all of the important stuff we needed in this episode. Because if this, like, the content of these loops was like 2 episodes, I think it would have dragged on a bit too much.
Yeah, I agree.
The transpose the fear. I'm fearful at how well it was done, and how I'm very scared for later seasons. Why are you scared? That means that should be a good thing.
Because this is still him taking it easy on Subaru.
Yeah.
The shit that he has to go through is so much worse than this.
At the point
crazy.
I'm at in the story, like, this is nothing. This is nothing.
I remember when everyone first told me that, and I was like, you guys are fucking with me. No. Then I read a bit of Arc 6, got to chapter 15. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Arc 6 still have the kid gloves on.
Arc 6 is still kiddie gloves, yeah.
That's crazy.
7 is just it's brutal. Like, unreasonably.
It's one of those things where you're not going to believe it until you see it for yourself. It's fucking wild.
Anything else that people want to talk about the episode for? Any other parts that were great?
Fucking beautiful Teresia is in this capture. Fuck.
I know, right? Jeez. I mean, they know how good that backstory is.
I am so impressed by how they did the Reinhardt stuff in this episode. Like, it's just, man, they've done such a good job of making his presence, like, again, with the similar thing they did with Garfield in the previous episode, with, like, everyone's eyes, like, what's the word, diluting?
Yeah.
Just like, when there's, like, the eyes shrink down like that, yeah.
Yeah. It is like a thing of, like, his presence is just so, like, animalistic, and, like, your human animal nature is telling you to run, right?
It's because like knowing that there's a predator there.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they mention? Well, Sirius has been like talking to Subaru kindly. There's in the tower. She's pretty like.
Well, also the mentioning of the connection will be happening next episode.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because it's a thing that's talked about once Regulus leaves with Emilia.
Mm-hmm.
Because then Sirius has got him.
Eminent's right. It is after he pulls it out. or not pulls it after she actually notices that he's got the witch factor.
Yes, after he pulls out the
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't remember if he uses it or not, but she notices that he has the witch factor to him.
He does use it, I believe. Because it's like a point of symmetry of him using it at this point and then near the end.
We.
All right. Well, I think that's a pretty great place to cap it off.
Yeah,
Overall,
yeah.
I think this is like a solid, like 9.5 out of 10 episode. Just really, really good.
Oh,
Love it.
So enjoyable. We've got peak back.
It's a 10 out of 10 for me so far.
Yeah, 10 out of 10
Two
for me.
back to back. Nothing has gone wrong for me yet.
10 out of 10 episode, 9 out of 10 opening, and 10 out of 10 ending. That's my...
I will say I do prefer the ending to the opening. Maybe not in terms of like music. I think musically they're both very, very good. But in terms of like visuals, the ending is just so fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey.
those are our ratings, and
Whee!
I think we're all very happy, and I'm glad for all of you that joined us. Please, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, as we talk a lot about ReZero. If you're into ReZero, we have stuff from this very season that we voice act ourselves. We've been doing it for a very while, and we finished it, so you can binge all of that if you want. Expect more of that content to be coming soon, and if you are a ReZero fan, we do a podcast every week, almost, that we
record
upload
every week.
Yeah, we record every week an episode about ReZero in general, and we are currently reviewing the Arc 7 light novel, and then web novel, and then we'll be doing Arc 8 very soon, and also some of the X novels in between.
We have five backlog podcast episodes. They are coming out over the next week. We also have our very special guest, Sean Chiplock, joining us at the end of October to talk about all things Season 3, his experience voicing Subaru, and being a part of just the ReZero community as a whole, and anything else he wants to talk about, too.
Yeah.
Our number one fan is in the chat right now.
Yes, it is a great time. But just please remember, like, subscribe, share with your friends if you enjoyed our content.
Yeah,
and if you can't wait for Arc 6, it is coming. It is coming.
It's coming! All of our
We're
narrators
currently in the
are...
process of recording.
Yes, our narrators are almost fully caught up. It's now our main cast to record. And then we'll be starting up casting for Arc 7 shortly after.
Let's go.
Let's go! Thank you, everybody! Have a great night!